Hey and welcome, and immediately we're faced down by a bunch of shotgunners who want to take us out, and this leads me to the first thing I really don't like about this level, the fact that you've got hit scanners who can potentially kill a player before they even know what's going on, especially if you're coming in from Mount Erebus with very little health, because remember at the end of that level you're on a pain floor as you're heading to the exit. So it seems a bit mean to stick a few shotgunners in front of the player there. But you can see here, you can grab a bag of ammo when you take down these cacodemons. Now, I like this room, but I think it looks a lot better in the console versions. In the console versions, you can actually see the skybox, whereas here it's a weird blue texture. I just think that that's a very weird choice, and I think that's one area where the consoles get this better. But you can see there's a whole bunch of pinkies chasing us through the level here. This is one of those levels where if you don't take out the enemies as you see them, you will get overwhelmed. There's no way about it. You'll also notice that I ran to grab all the shotgun ammo I could, because ammo at the start of this level is very easy to blow through. When you hit this switch here, the central part opens up here with all the cacodemons. There is a rocket launcher in there which we're going to grab here if we dash through. So, one reason I'm doing this video is because I did my Inferno retrospective and I was very harsh on this level. And some people have said to me, well, why do you think that? Because they felt that I didn't go into enough detail. So I figured, let's do a walkthrough of this level, let's see what I don't like about it, and let's discuss it and see if you all agree. If you don't agree, it's cool. As you can see, there's more pinkies here. I don't have a problem with the pinkies. I think that they provide a nice challenge, because this is Ultimate Doom, remember. Like, there isn't any Hell Knights and there's no Revenants. So the pinkies are basically, along with the cacodemons, like the mid-tier enemy. The act as cannon fodder, basically. Don't want to shoot that rocket at that lost soul. We'll shoot it at those guys instead. But so far, like, I don't dislike the design of this level. I have to say that. The way it looks, the rooms, the aesthetic it creates, it's actually a really nice level, and it's well crafted to kind of create this ominous feel. So that is one area where I feel this level does really well. It's just a shame that once you kind of go through this blue door, it all kind of falls apart in a pretty messy state of affairs. You'll see that we have to get to the other side over there. Luckily there's some steps here. There's two cacodemons there who can't actually come out to get us. There's a third cacodemon down here. Now, a rookie mistake would be to grab more than one of those rad suits. This is the only place in the level where you can grab multiple rad suits. There's one we'll see in a bit, but outside of that, you pretty much have to come back here to get rad suits, which is pretty nasty in my opinion. So you don't want to burn through those. You'll see here that the maze isn't really that hard to navigate. It's kind of bland, it's kind of meh, you know, it's kind of here to confuse new players, but once you kind of learn the route, it's pretty easy to whiz through to the red key here. Make sure you hit this switch here, because this opens up all the teleporters in the puzzle. Now, up to now I've avoided talking about the teleporter puzzle in this level, but let's talk about it. Do you see that big green shaft there? Do you know where that leads? Of course you don't. Do you see this big green shaft? Where does this one lead? What about this one? One of my problems with this level is that it does not indicate where these go, and the only way for the player to find out about these things is to explore. For example, that one there leads to the actual exit of the level, but the thing is, it's hidden away so meanly, like on the wrong side of like the room, that a lot of players simply won't find it. Like, they'll literally have to go exploring for it, and because it's on a pain floor, it means that a lot of players will probably die trying to find it. And I just think that's a really, really mean level design trick, and this level leans on pain floors way too heavily. Like, that blood down there, pain floor. The floor that we're about to see when we go back through this teleporter, pain floor. Like, most of the floors in this level are pain floors, and yeah, we've just teleported across the room. That raises the platform there to get to the yellow key. So this puzzle isn't so bad. But you have to remember, this is like one room. You could probably actually run over there to grab the plasma rifle if you want. But yeah, unless you know where all the rad suits are, like, and you know where all these teleporters lead, you're going to be losing a ton of health. Because, like, when you come into this room, where are you meant to go? The game doesn't really tell you. It doesn't give you an indicator. For example, this one in here, there's a teleporter thing in the corner over there. It's basically useless. It's like, this is how you get to that plasma rifle we saw earlier on. But the level doesn't really indicate or even try to show you where these lead. You're kind of just expected to wander in and remember, which I think is just bad level design. But, you know, I'm sure there are people who disagree with that, and, you know, you're entitled to that opinion. I'm going to run through here and take out these cacodemons because nothing should be made to suffer in this level. You'll also notice that, like, once we took out that, like, initial wave of pinkies, there really wasn't that many enemies for us to deal with. Like, this level turned very barren very quickly, which is a shame because this is a nice big level, and, like, this could have staged some really nice battles. And this pretty much showcases what I mean when I say they really hide some of these teleporters way out of the way. Like, if you had no idea what you were looking for, how would you know that that had a door facing against this wall? If the door was facing the other way, I could probably get on board with it. But the fact that, like, it actively hides the doors just feels like it's intentionally being obtuse. And I guess that's my problem with this level. It doesn't lay out the puzzle very well. The teleporters kind of lead all over the place, and I can imagine that a lot of people gave up in frustration on this level, or they had to revert to a walkthrough or something. It's just a mess in my opinion. It's a real shame because this is the penultimate level of Ultimate Doom before they obviously added episode 4, Thy Flesh Consumed. But for me, this is just a real letdown of a level. The fact there isn't more enemies, the fact that, like, it's designed so well, like, as a level, and then you've got nothing in there that really excites you once you've beaten all those pinkies, and then you've got that teleporter puzzle that I imagine completely stretched the level out for many people. But I'm quickly going to show off the console version of this level while we're here. You can see it's got the same look, the same style, the same annoying shotgunners at the start, and they've taken quite a lot of health off me on this one. Oof, dear. But yeah, I wanted to just show off quickly what I was talking about in this central room here. I think it just looks a lot better on console. I mean, look at that. That looks so much better. And all it took was changing the roof texture to a skybox. What can I say? But yeah, this level, in my eyes, is well designed, and luckily on this version, it's pretty much carried over one-to-one. There isn't any large exclusions, to my knowledge. I don't think there is anywhere. But you can see we're still dealing with all the pinkies here, and it just looks so much better. This room just, this works so much better when it's open to the sky, rather than whatever that blue texture was. That doesn't really fit in hell, like. But yeah, as you can see, it's got the same aesthetic. It's got, other than the coloured lighting, obviously, but it's, you know, it's moody. It's a nice moody level. If there was more enemies in here, this would probably be higher on people's, you know, desired lists. Also without that teleporter puzzle. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this exploration of Gateway to Limbo, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys.